So, any stories about ring rats? I'm just kidding.
Oh, wait. I know a couple.
No name drops.
They're not around anymore.
No name drops. They retired. They left their boots in the ring.
Yeah.
You know,
as DTF, you would think I would mess around with more of that, but I was always pretty good at keeping that, except for like this one situation that I got a baby. The one time. You're Oliver, right? I could call you that?
You can call me that.
All right.
I go by many names. But
Big Joe. Big J.
Alvaro's been the most successful one, even though I work so hard for the others. But it's the what? I go by Papa, by Dada, by Daddy.
Yeah. I know that one.
You know, I'm going to start off with the same question that I asked Chris Austin the other day. And on the last episode.
Love that guy.
So obviously we are here because you love pro wrestling. Mm-hmm. Was it love at first sight?
Honestly, yeah. Grew up watching wrestling. First match was Jeff Hardy versus The Undertaker in a ladder match. And
that's a good one.
Dude, it was crazy.
The one on Raw?
On SmackDown.
SmackDown.
It was insane. Like, my dad turned on wrestling, and I was like, what's this? A big, scary dude comes out on a motorcycle, and then, like, a guy who looks like he's on drugs covered in paint.
Was that your first memory?
That was my first ever match.
Introduction to wrestling.
Yeah, like, not even, like the start of the show. It just started off.
How old were you?
I was at least a teenager, probably, like, 13 years old or so.
Okay. And prior to that, you wouldn't watch wrestling?
I'm pretty sure I knew who Hulk Hogan was, right? But like,
could you point him out?
Like that big white guy.
El pinche güero con el mustache.
With the mustache.
With the badass tan.
Yeah, and then we knew who The Rock was, right?
Okay, by then, yeah.
But it wasn't like, oh, I'm watching wrestling or anything.
So that was your introduction. And I don't know, it blows my mind because I feel like that was so much later. You were 13 years old?
No, I was like a teenager at least when I was at least close to being a teenager. And then from there, we bought the video games. I was like, all right, let me buy the SmackDown, just bring it, and shut your mouth and all that stuff. So it wasn't until like I joined college where one of my classmates was like, I'm a pro wrestler. And I'm like, no, you're not. He's like the dorkiest looking dude there.
So by now you were already a fan of wrestling?
Yeah, watched wrestling, loved it. We wrestled in the trampoline.
Backyard wrestling stuff?
I put on the socks and made holes in them to make
like
them
Jeff
look
Hardy?
like Jeff Hardy. Those were my sister's socks, and she hated me for it. Dude, we did the Swamp Tom. That's why every now and then I'll pull out that move because he's my favorite wrestler.
Jeff Hardy?
Yeah, crazy. Well, my trainer asked me, who's your favorite wrestler to start off? First question.
Yeah.
I said Jeff Hardy. He's like, okay, you're not going to be doing that. I was like,
oh, yeah, pero okay, so backtrack. You said that your college classmate told you he was a pro wrestler.
Yes, and he introduced me into what we call Wrestling Revolution back in the day.
Who was your classmate?
I don't remember his name.
What? And he was a wrestler?
I wasn't a friend of his. He didn't last long, apparently.
No?
He was just a blonde guy who wore like a black trench coat.
Blonde guy with black
He had big glasses, and he was more of a manager than he was a wrestler.
Just Jeff?
Think so. He was.
Was he white?
Yeah, people didn't like him apparently because he had a big mouth.
Well, yeah, he was very opinionated, and
yes. Okay, then yes, it's him.
And you know, for somebody who is so loud, he was often very wrong.
Yes, I remember. After a while, when I got to know him a little bit more, people in my class didn't like him either. So I could understand. I mean, I didn't care. I'm pretty cool with everybody, but yeah, no. He invited me one day, and then it became every Friday night I went in a group. And then from the group, it was three of us.
You went where?
To Wrestling Revolution at Cine El Rey.
Downtown McAllen.
Downtown McAllen.
Every Friday.
Yeah, that's where it started, right?
So after he told you this, like you were interested, and did he invite you or?
He invited me.
Okay.
I took his offer because I didn't believe him, and then and there it was. I saw the matches. I fell in love even more.
Yeah.
I went. It grew into a big part of my life every Friday night, and then eventually it was just me by myself going because nobody
As
wanted
a fan.
Yeah, I ended up becoming friends with the regulars there. Mama Blackwell sat next to me.
Yeah. Legend.
Danny Chance's sister was security guard next to me, so they already saved my spot there when I would go. And then I got to know the wrestlers, and then they're like, "Hey, why don't you just train?" And I'm like, "I could do that." And then
so prior to that, you hadn't considered doing it?
I didn't know it was possible. I didn't know it existed here.
What was your opinion on the locals, on the local talent?
It was insane, man. Like seeing Danny Chance run and jump from the speakers.
You saw that?
Yeah, and it's insane. And then you were wrestling big time wrestlers. What's his name? Ray Rowe.
Yeah.
You challenged him. And
you were there for that one?
Yeah, and then he was like, "You're my tag team partner whenever you want." And I was like, "Oh."
That was, that match. I hadn't been around for WR in a while. I had left. I was out of town. I was living in Houston. And actually, that's when around that time, I got my first Ring of Honor opportunity. And then Dante reached out and was telling me, that's what I was telling Chris Austin on the last episode, that I left WR for a while, and then these opportunities started coming in. And when Dante reached out, it was for me to come in and wrestle Ray Rowe, which to me was like, damn, like, I felt at the time that I didn't deserve it, but it was like Ray Rowe's on TV all the time, and he's traveling up and down Texas, coming down to wrestle in my hometown. Like, how am I not gonna accept this?
Take it, man. Yeah.
And so you were there for that.
Yeah, I was watching that live and in person as a fan. I think Matt Riot and Eric Shadows were watching a match of theirs back in the day, and they paused it, and they're like, "Is that Felix?" And I'm just like.
You're just marking out.
I still mark out even as a wrestler. I don't sit in the back. I go watch the shit, and I put on my glasses, and I become a fan.
The other day, my wife and I went to Edinburgh for a Citrus All Pro Wrestling show, and it was nice seeing a lot of familiar faces. Yeah. We hadn't been around for a while, and of course, who do we see? None other than Down Town Felix hanging out.
I support.
Drinking his hand, saying hi to people, waving, kissing babies.
I'm in the front row supporting my friends.
Yeah.
I'm there for it, man. If I'm not booked, I'm going to go watch the show and be a fan.
Sabes que, and you've always been like that, and it's crazy because you don't see that very often down here. You don't see that very often in a lot of places, and so the fact that exists, I think that's a. I mean, I don't know how else to describe it other than it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's cool.
I think it's nice. I think it's cool, and it's something that I learned later in life is how to support friends, how to be there for them, and all of that.
I think you still see it like in the pros also. Like, I think Bailey would like go watch Sasha Banks wrestle or something.
Yeah,
even different companies
show up. Yeah,
to support their friends.
So that was the moment that you decided, I think I can do this, or it was just because somebody opened the door, and that's
it was an opportunity, and I saw my opportunity, and I took it. The next week I showed up, I walked in, and Sean Rebel was the first person that
Rebel Rock.
Yeah.
The Gun Gang. Mm-hmm. Sean was actually in a stable many years ago, one that I was involved in.
Similar.
Sean was with the Renegades of Wrestling, and that's when Sean was a young boy. Sean was just coming in. And to be honest, we thought that Sean was placed with us as a punishment. Like, it's almost like,
we have Sean.
What are you going to do with this kid? Because at the time, we weren't hanging out with Sean. Like, Sean wasn't hanging out with us. And COVID and I were always together. That was my tag team partner. We were the Renegades. So when they threw in Sean with us, we're like, what are we going to do with Sean? And boy, did we have fun with that.
Funny story. It was kind of similar with us because we knew Sean growing up with him, but we didn't hang out with Sean as much. So it was me, Joseph Mortem, and Chris Austin for the longest time, and then we had another member who moved away.
But never on screen, never as an actual team that was getting booked.
It was our what we called the Wolf Pack in the back. And initially, Joseph Mortem took a while to get to where we wanted him to be. And we were like, all right, you're ready? Join us. We already got our foot on the ground with our crew. We just need you to be our third member.
Oh, sorry, time out.
Eventually, we got Sean, and we're like, okay, Sean fits. Yeah, like... And we weren't against it. We just weren't expecting it.
Claro. No, and you know what? And shout out to Sean because
he's really good.
I saw him coming into the business, and last week, I think it was, at the Citrus, we saw him win the Citrus Live Championship. And I was there when Sean won the Rise Division Championship.
Yeah.
I wasn't there when he won the South Texas title, but even that I'm very proud of him for. So I'll take a drink for Sean.
Shout out to Sean.
And the Gun Gang. Was there a time that you ever took a gamble on yourself in this business with wrestling?
Yeah, going back to the situation with the baby mother, me and her got together and we decided like, hey, let's make a big move, and we moved to Michigan. And I decided, you know what, Michigan is a big place. The people are bigger over there. I'm just a small Mexican guy. I'm not gonna wrestle over here.
And I'll tell you what, Felix is not a small guy.
Yeah.
Yes, he's Mexican, but he's not a small guy.
Yeah, no, like, but over there.
Yeah, compared to others, of course. Yeah. I know what you mean.
So I was like, I don't think I could hang with the people over here. Eventually, she did convince me to join, and I looked around.
To join pro wrestling
in
Michigan.
Over there. Yeah, there's a company called Pure Pro Wrestling run by, shout out to Joe Bird. He was recruited by the Great Khali.
Wow.
To be his personal trainer for his school in India.
See.
So he did bring in a bunch of the talent that came down to the WWE for them. So when he came back down, he was in Michigan. I was like, all right, cool. I'll train with him. And there was another company called GLWA with Hayden Husher. Shout out to him.
Okay.
And then one last company in Chicago who was run by TNA former Congo Kong.
I remember Congo
Big
Kong.
monster guy. Super nice, super intense. Yeah. He will call you out if you're doing wrong, though.
That's the way it should be. I mean, it's tough to hear it sometimes because you don't want to be wrong. It doesn't feel nice to be wrong. Pero when it comes to being in the ring, like you're risking life and limb in a lot of ways. And you not only need to protect yourself, but you need to protect your opponents as well. So it's always good to be called out on things that you're doing wrong.
And nowadays I do help run training a little bit with Danny Chance's company in wrestling, not Wrestling Revolution, but New Breed Wrestling.
At one point, that's where we all started, and that's what this evolved from.
And I took that approach in helping the new generation. I get very emotional when I run the training because I do tend to call them out in some certain situations, and then they're just like, oh, whatever. Then I'm like, don't whatever me, do it.
Was it always like that? Were our students always?
Not necessarily. There's a couple who really show heart, and the moment that you explain something, that they're listening and they watch it and they perform to where you see the passion.
Yeah.
You see the energy. You see that they really want this. And then there's others that would wander off a bit.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm just like, hey, man, like, I don't want to be rude, but come on. Like, there's a reason I get after, because if I'm explaining something to you and I see you walking around and then the moment you get in the ring and you mess up and you hurt someone, then I'm upset because that's on me. I feel bad because they're putting their trust in me. Chance is putting his trust in me.
Yeah.
And others as well, not just me. But if I see that you're not putting the effort to protect yourself or someone else, I'm going to get upset.
Rightfully so, man. I mean, like we mentioned, it's important to safety precautions, man. We have to use safety precautions. A lot of that comes from the basics, learning the basic stuff, having a good base overall. Now, if we move on, what would you say would be one of the biggest misconceptions about you?
Me.
That others may have, or that you know that they have?
I feel like a lot of times people may think that I'm not on the same level as some of the other people, as some of the other wrestlers, as far as like in wrestling and generation, and like for example, like a Danny Chance or a Matt Riot and X Shadows. But personally, like I feel like I can do it if I get the opportunity to.
Yeah.
Like if you need me to, I'll do what you need. Like if you want me to go out there, put a short match on, make them look good, I got you.
Yeah.
But if you want me to go out there, put a 20-minute match, make it a banger, let's do it. Like I'm always ready to go 100%. Just let me know when and where, and I got you.
I can't remember when exactly or where I met you, but I remember getting to know you in training. And in training, to me, you always stood out because you were similar build, similar size, and similar skill, I would say. Like, you would move very quick, you were fast, you were light on your feet. And and to me, that was very impressive because I would try my best to do that and be that.
Yeah.
So you always stood out to me. And in later years, when I became a promoter and started doing shows as Fortuna, when we first brought you in, I remember having a talk with someone I was working with at the time, and they were skeptical about bringing you in for the match that we brought you in for.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, like, I know this guy. I know he can pull this off. I know he can have the match that we need him to have. There's no reason why we wouldn't bring him in. And of course, this person eventually said, you were right. Like, that was fun. The right move, and Felix really showed me better. And I think you're right. Like, maybe there is a misconception there, but unless people are there with you, then they wouldn't know.
Yeah, I get it from the talent all the time. Especially when I wrestle someone who they're wanting that big match opportunity with.
We brought you in with Brick Savage.
And then I also recently wrestled a big 400, and also a couple guys from Corpus.
Yeah.
And when we're done, they're like, "Hey, that was fun." Yeah. Hey, and they're like, "You helped me, man. I forgot a lot of spots." And I'm like, "Don't worry, man. Like, I mess around a lot. I do." But when we're in there, we on go, man.
We're cut from the same cloth because we were trained by the same people.
Yes.
And we grew up from, in the same place. And I think, I had something similar. Going out of town, wrestling with other people. His name is RJ. He would wrestle as not Calavera.
I know that guy.
Calavera.
It's a former partner.
Was it Calavera, just not the Diamante? was he wrestling as Calavera? RJ? Chinga, ya ni me acuerdo. But it was him and Ruben Steele as a tag team. But RJ, I wrestled him in a match, and afterwards he's like, "Damn, bro," like, because before the match he didn't want to talk to me.
Yeah.
He didn't want to talk to me at all, and he was big leaguing me, and I thought to myself, okay, like, whatever happens in the ring, like, I hope he doesn't shoot on me. Like, I don't want it to turn into that. But there was communication in there, and we worked, and afterwards he's like, "Damn, like, the hype is real." And I was like, "What fucking hype, bro? Like, we're just here to work, Like, we have to, you have to know what you're doing in order to confidently travel and perform with people that you're not regularly training with or working with."
Yeah.
And I think being in the ring with you, I felt confident that bringing you in against Brick was going to be solid, was going to be good.
And I feel like Brick, being as big as he is now, he saw me, he's like, "Oh, it's this goofball guy. Why is..." Like, I felt a little like he wasn't really in the match at first. Or, I'm sorry, not he, but they.
Yeah.
And initially, and it felt a little like they didn't want to be in this match either.
Not because they said anything, but something that's just the way you felt.
Yeah, I was like, "Hey, what's up, man? How can we work this out?" And he's like, "This is your first time." I'm like, "Oh, okay, all right. I'm not talking to you for the rest of the day."
No, but you guys had a killer match.
But no, yeah, like, I didn't take it personal. But at the same time, I told him, like, let's just go out there and do it. Yeah. And then we did what we did, and then at the end of the day, I felt like I changed their perspective of me.
Yeah.
And that's all I can do. If they like me, they do. If they don't, then, well, I'm still good. I'm not gonna be mad about it.
You don't lose sleep. What would you say is an obscure fact about you? Something that people wouldn't believe?
Let's see. I mean, fun fact, I was like in choir. Since 7th grade.
What were you, a tenor? What were you, like, falsetto?
No, I started off as a
castrato?
bass, and then from there I was I kind of stayed in the bass for a good while.
Bass.
Yeah. And my freshman year, they put me in varsity choir.
Órale.
And
because you were good?
Yeah, it was fun. It was easy. Like with me, I pick up fun hobbies.
Yeah.
And once I find something fun, boom, I'm wrestling, like football.
You're committed.
Once I'm into it, I learn it, I can master it. And with this, I was into it. I got into it. They put me in varsity. I was like, all right, let's do it. I could have waited one more year to get my football varsity Leatherman in sophomore year.
Yeah.
But being a freshman, I wanted that Leatherman.
Yeah.
So I'm walking around with a Letterman, but it's choir.
So what, man? So what? Hey, hats off to you because I never joined choir. I just went on their trip to Laredo to go watch
Nice.
a play, Into the Woods. The choir director was like, Alvaro, Mr. Riojas, does your mom know you're here? Yeah. Okay. I mean, she didn't. She was like, yeah, whatever, as long as they're okay with it.
Not gonna lie, it did help with all the karaoke we do nowadays.
Hell yeah,
shout
man.
out to the dive.
Hey, I was at the dive with my Theo and
On a
my tia
Monday.
over. Yeah, they came down from Florida and they're like, do y'all know anywhere to go? And Mel was on the phone in Chinga. She's like, oh, the dive's open. Let's go to the dive. She's like, I've seen Mooncat there before.
Yeah.
Post stories from the dive. I was like, oh, maybe we'll run into Mooncat. No, hombre, we ran into Downtown Felix. I was like, nah, hombre, Chinga, it's Felix.
On a Monday, and I'm lit.
Yeah, no, he was having fun. No,
Living the reputation.
It was fun to see him, and honestly, if I hadn't run into you, I don't think it would have, come to mind to invite you to come over and do this. So I'm glad that we did see you.
Cool.
But you were talking about karaoke. You were talking about choir. Did you ever compete?
We did do UIL. We did win
Solo
a couple
and
of times.
ensemble?
I never did the solo. I was still breaking out of my shell at the time. Growing up, I was very shy, surprisingly.
Ándale. He's not shy no more.
No, super social. It was until eventually after graduating where I was like, I need to come out of my shell more. And then it wasn't until one day my friends and family hosted a party, and then they had a karaoke machine, and that's the first time that I actually got in front of somebody and did something for my family. And they're like, whoa, what are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know.
What's your go-to?
Now, Creep.
Creep.
I love Radiohead.
Órale.
Mooncat hates it.
We have a special guest that knows you.
Oh,
probably
really?
more, obviously more than I do. Maybe more than anybody. If he's not shy to get on behind the mic. No, he's got his own, mira.
I don't need your mic. I don't need your money.
I don't need your money, brother.
Say hello to Chris Austin.
Yo.
Hello, Chris Austin.
Represent Gun Gang.
We had Chris Austin on the show last week, and it was all filmed on the same day.
It feels like
I wash
yesterday.
my clothes every day.
It feels like yesterday.
And you know what? It's interesting that both of you have come up, in the business together. You guys are, you could say, BFFs.
Yeah.
And yet your styles are very different. Your approach to wrestling is very different. What brings the two of you together?
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
I mean,
It's like the movie, the interview.
I think we said yin yang earlier.
Yeah, yin yang earlier. But I'm thinking the interview now where he's like, same,
but
different.
different.
That's literally us.
Have you guys heard of a cute meet? Or a meet cute?
Yeah, meet cute.
What
yeah.
you call
Meet
me?
cute. You've heard of Meet Cute before?
Yeah.
I've never heard of it before. Mel told me about it recently.
You ever seen the movie 22 Jump Street?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while.
They do a super meta joke where he's eating a sub, he drops it, and the other dude's doing a Q-tip, and he's like, "Oh, look, it's like a Q meat," and he's like, "More like a meat cute," and it's two dudes like meeting for the first time. It's like, "Oh, it's more like a meat cute," and it's like super. Like,
Okay,
Is it cute meat or is it meat cute?
Meat cute.
Meat cute is the actual.
It's meat cute, right?
Meat cute. Meat cute.
Yes.
Okay,
Meat cute.
what is this?
So it's basically like you see someone, and it's like not love at first sight, but it's like you're like this.
It's like
my bro.
So
Yeah.
if my question for you guys was, what was y'all's meet cute? I don't know if that's the right way to ask,
Whoa.
but what was y'all's story
This goes back to when I walked into training for the first time and I ran into
after
Sean
Just Jeff? Do you remember Just Jeff?
No, I think that was before my
before
time.
your time. Yeah.
Okay.
Because he wasn't in training or anything there. But no, yeah, I walked in and started training, and then I met the rest of the gun gang there because that's our class.
So you guys trained together.
Yeah, that was our class. We were in the
That was
same
our
class
class,
together.
yeah.
We debuted the exact same night together.
Yeah,
Órale,
we
but
did.
not like as a team.
No.
and-
I wrestled. He was a manager.
I ran in and I destroyed Shooter Roberts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who trained us?
How long did y'all train for?
Oh.
If you call it training.
Let me see.
There's some famous stories about the WR training. Like
I think for me it was like 6 months, but it was like
sporadic.
in a nutshell with actual trainers maybe like 4 times.
Yeah.
There's a reason he says actual trainers.
And And besides that, was us at a flea market in Mission by ourselves doing moves to each other. Yes.
Ochoa's flea market. Shout out Ochoa's, man.
I loved
Ochoa
it
was always
there.
I loved it
fun.
there. I drove by it the other day. And
They never
Super
told us
hot.
no. They
It's
never told us
gone.
get out of here. It's not there anymore.
Yeah, it's not there anymore.
Ah, la madre.
It's juniors now.
You know what? When I was looking for a ring to buy, I first checked, you know what? There's a lot of lucha promotions here. Like, let me check Facebook Market. And I'm pretty sure it was Joe Luna's son.
Oh,
Joe
yeah.
Luna's son was selling a ring. I didn't know it was his son, but he was selling a ring, so I was curious. I was like, hey, whose ring was this? Like, talk to me. He's like, oh, my dad, Joe Luna. I was like, oh, I used to work for your dad. And I asked him a question. Like, I was asking him questions about the ring, and he's like, whatever, you're not real. This is a scam. Like, nobody would ask a question like that. And I was like, how the fuck did I ask it? Like, was I wrong in my approach? And I'll be honest, like, I do have
What was the
this-
question where you're like, is it
No me
stiff?
acuerdo. I don't remember what I asked him, but he basically just what he was like. He
don't
just thought
believe
I
you.
was asking him weird questions, and I'm like, I'm being legit, man. Like, and I gave him my whole profile. I was like, this is who I am. I do this now, and I worked for your dad for so long. Just ask him about me. He's like, chale, I don't believe you. I was like, fuck off, dude. Like,
I don't want your
Kids
ring
these
then.
days.
no, I don't want your ring. So then I
You
went
don't know Bandana Joe?
went to Monster Cage Rings and whatever that website is, and I got my ring.
Nice.
What
Monster
about you?
Cage
What
ring.
was it, like 3 months?
3
No,
months
yeah,
training?
dude. I was already thinking about like, hey, what do I worry about characters? And they're like, don't worry about it. You'll in a year in, we'll tell you worry about that.
You're
kid.
already working about on a character.
Yeah, I was already trying to figure out what to do, and then 3 to 4 months later, like, hey, debut next week, and I'm like, what? They're like, get your gear.
and
Get
it's so
gear.
funny with that debut. We could have two completely different career
Our-
paths. 'Cause
we-
we
We
flipped
were
our debuts.
our stories
How so?
So he was going to wrestle
Yeah.
in the tournament.
in the tournament, and I was gonna help do the jump in on shooter and help things.
Dominic Dallastar was the
So
rider.
that was the original goal. But since I had gear and he didn't, they were like,
Get your gear.
you'll do the match, you'll do it. So
You had your shit ready.
Yeah.
Well, they told me
he
not
had
to.
he had his character ready. I
Yeah.
didn't have my. I
You
didn't
weren't
have
ready.
my-
Like you weren't ready, but because they stopped you.
Yeah.
They're
So
like, don't worry about it.
literally, just me having gear and him not is like two different.
Wow.
And if we
careers.
add like the actual amount of time that we trained, it was probably like 3 weeks.
yeah,
I'll tell you what,
For
man.
sure.
Like mine was very similar. Mine was a very
Yeah.
similar experience. I would drive from Roma to McAllen, and it wasn't every week. It was supposed to be every Monday, but it wasn't every week that I wouldn't always make it, and it was so sporadic. And my debut came out of nowhere too, and it was like, fuck it. At least I know my basics,
Yeah.
right? And luckily,
That's what it was.
if I can be honest, like the three of us, when we started, we had some charisma. We kind of knew how to work a crowd in a way that it wouldn't be boring to
Yeah.
debut with the experience, the lack of experience that we had.
And that's pretty much the same route that I went. Luckily, I did get to wrestle with the person who did give me most of my training, who taught me what it was.
You want a
like.
name? A name?
Shooter I
Roberts?
call it Shooter Roberts.
Shooter Roberts.
I still consider him my trainer.
He recently made a return, no?
He did.
Yeah.
He did. And I was, I walked in and I was like, oh, that's Shooter.
I thought it was pretty cool when I saw photos on the New Breed's Instagram, and Danny Chance, after I hit a like, he hit me up. He's like, "What do you think?" I was like, "Dude, how the hell did you?" And he
So-
gave me the story. I was like, "Awesome, that is good." That was so
I
good.
have a feeling, and I called Danny out on this. You book matches to pop wrestlers. You're popping
Wait,
the local
you're
wrestlers.
popping
You're
the
not popping the
boys.
fans.
But isn't that fun? I mean,
It
it's,
is.
It's fun for us, right?
But
Pero,
we're like, the fans don't know this.
you know what?
Well, there were a few people that knew.
Yeah,
who
yeah,
Shooter
I was about to say, like, there's people who are diehards. There are people
Yeah.
who have come back.
True.
So, you guys training together was. Would you guys say that when you wrestle each other, you go a little extra hard?
I have my best matches with Chris, and a lot of times we don't even call it.
You just go in there and
Like,
and
we've-
How many bloody noses? Have
I have a tendency to bleed everywhere.
I've seen that
Specifically
firsthand.
with me, I don't know. It's just,
But we go extra hard. Yeah, we did talk about this recently as far as like matching intensity. Sean and Chris are pretty intense in the ring.
Yeah.
And they're like, who else is pretty intense? They're like, oh, we're glad we don't get to wrestle Felix anymore.
yeah, we're glad he's on our team now, and I don't got to wrestle him for a good
You
while.
like throw people
Jeez.
around everywhere.
You're a big, strong dude.
It's
Wade.
fun. It's fun throwing people.
Yeah, let's just say you know how you said earlier or last time I was on here.
Yeah.
How every match feels like a car crash.
Yeah.
That feels like a Monster Jam
Yeah.
collision fest. Like that's what it is with. And I'm smaller than him, so it's worse for me.
The few times I've been in the ring with you, whether it was training or a match or a booking or whatever, I've felt safe. And it's been fun because I'm not used to people tossing me around.
Yeah,
so
like
Felix is a guy
yeah.
who can grab a Bandana Joe or a Joe Haas and just flip him over on his head.
Yeah, it's fun.
Very few people can do that. And Felix has like this monster strength.
In it's what we call a special.
Hey, you
no,
guys.
I remember the first time. The first time I went to the gym with this dude.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, oh, I'm going to go to the machines, do 10 sets of 10. I was like, oh, okay. He's doing a light workout, I guess. 10 sets of 10. That's like 100 reps.
Yeah.
I see this man on the squat rack. 315. 10 sets of 10. No human should be doing that. I was like, this guy's built different. Like,
Booker T said to do it. And I was like, Booker T said it on a 10-second video once. And I'm like, I remember that.
10-second video for 10 sets of 10.
He said that on a workout video or
One
what?
time. Well, he said it actually on NXT, I think. He was like,
Orale.
I always keep ready. Like, because you never know when you're going to call, right? And he's like, then the other guy was like, what's your workout routine? 10 sets of 10s or this much. And I was like, locked in, baby. Booker T can do it.
You started doing the Booker T.
Listen here, sucker.
Oh, my God.
All right.
No, but, hey, no, but that had made us fall in love with training, though.
Yeah, it's fun.
Like, it really angers me and him. I've seen him get mad a lot, too, about people just... Nowadays, we have the opportunity to train more than we ever did back then.
Yeah.
And people don't take advantage of that.
I think that it's easy to like let that slip by.
Yeah, and it's for us. It's like we didn't have that opportunity, so now that we do, it's like I got to take advantage of everything. Like you can't catch up.
It does bug me when the rookies debut and they're like, I'm a wrestler now. I don't have to go.
When did it start to bug you? Because you've been doing this for how long?
Going what, 10 years now?
Same thing as me.
Yeah. Okay, nine.
10 years. Yeah.
On last week's episode, Chris told us he's been wrestling for 9 years.
Yeah, we debuted on the same night. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Same
true.
thing. Literally
So
the
nine
same.
Isn't it already the end of this year?
Yeah, end of this year would be 10 for.
Yeah.
Oh God.
You're on your way to 10.
Yeah.
So in those 10 years, when did you start thinking like, oh man, this new generation, this new crop of talent?
It all began when they said like never stop paying your dues,
Yeah.
and even when I was like a champ in Wrestling Revolution, we still did it.
Yeah.
Even if you're on your own company.
Yeah. No, I mean,
You gotta-
you
I
gotta
see you do it.
You sweat, and you bust
the
your butt.
owner of Fortuna Wrestling help tear down the ring.
Dude, I'll tell you what, the last time, and I like it. It's therapeutic for me. Luckily, it's a 16 by 16, so it's easy. That private event that I booked you guys for, the ring stayed up for like an extra 2 days because I needed that shit to dry. 'Cause it was a rainy, wet day. And but yeah, I took that shit down by myself and I put it away, and it's therapeutic.
Yeah, I mean, I still do it. I consider myself like part of the crew. I'm wrestling. Why can't I tear down the ring, right?
You even helped me set it up that day.
Yeah. It's still part of the. I can't always sit up because of work now.
Claro.
But if I'm there, I'll help tear down. But at first to answer your question, I don't know. It once I became more aware of how everything works, put my ears into it.
Yeah.
Eventually came. I can't give you like an exact time frame.
Yeah.
No
exact moment.
Yeah, no, but like it just kind of like made sense, like click, like hey, now I understand what they're telling me as I was growing up in the business, so I could see where it would make sense for these people to want to train more. Especially when they go out and do matches and I'm just like, okay, this needs to work. And you try to tell them about it and they're just like, oh, okay. And I'm like, no. Listen.
Is there something about Felix that we should know that he doesn't really put over enough, or that he doesn't really bring attention to, that you're aware of? Basically asking you to put over Down Town Felix.
Oh, cool.
I don't want to put over Felix.
No, nobody ever wanted that.
He's smarter than I think people give him credit for. Like in terms of
mess
like
around.
ring IQ. Like I feel like people would just like look at him like, oh, I found a guy that I could do like big moves with. Like
That's
he can throw
similar
me
to
around.
what he mentioned earlier about
But,
people
like-
not thinking that he's on that level.
Like, no, just not that, but like his literal ring IQ. Like he'll come. Like I remember you had a spot with Brick that you're like, I want to do this, and I was like, that's psychotic.
Yeah.
But I've never seen anyone do that before. So yes. Like,
Did it happen?
In all honesty, fucking around in the ring, Sorry, can we say that?
Yeah, you
I think I
just
said
did
it a
and
lot last
We'll
week.
fucking say it again.
Yeah, fuck. All right, we can say fuck now.
He's got such a quick wit. Like it's wild. Like the Downtown Felix character just fits
That
him so
too.
well.
Yeah, no. It sometimes it just makes sense when you're like, what if we did this, joking around, and you're like, no wait, yes,
Yeah.
That's the thing that you brought up earlier about like what makes you all so similar, but like even though y'all are different, like that's one of the things. I feel the same way. Sometimes you're in the ring and you just like I can't think of anything outside of the ring, but once I get in there, it's
you're like,
whoa, like something starts happening.
you're like, and sometimes it might just happen in the middle of a match.
Yeah.
where you're like, hey, do this, and they're like, no, do it.
So you've been there when it's like I've never done this before, but we're just gonna do it, and then it just comes out the way it's supposed.
Yeah. And it's sometimes it's just like those become the moments in the matches where they're like, oh, that just happened, and then put in the highlights.
Does Downtown Felix have any advice to any people, young or old, regardless of the age, anybody that wants to enter the world of pro wrestling?
Yeah. So I tell this to everyone now: just do it.
That's exactly what Chris Austin said last
Yeah,
night.
like just do
Stealing
it.
my answers.
No, man, I've been saying that
The whole
since the
biography,
beginning.
the whole thing, the whole
You got
story's
that
the
from
same.
me, bro.
Are you from Alamo?
Not like a shirt that you wore for the longest time, Mr. Dream
Oh,
Killer.
you put over your shirt, man. Like I don't think I even noticed.
Oh.
It says Felix.
Yeah, and then
What's
down,
the T for?
It's the brand takedown.
Orale, take down.
And then, DTF.
DTF. What does DTF stand for?
Down Town Felix.
And you are DTF.
I really
He's always
am.
down
It's
to fight.
insane.
Downtown Felix is always down to fight.
Yeah.
No más eso. No más fight.
It's the reason I have a kid, guy.
Because you fight.
I'm not going on 3 though.
Hey,
Wait, you got two?
brother.
I got 1.
Oh, okay.
I learned how to
Phew.
walk away. I'm done.
What would you say in the last 9 years has been the biggest lesson that you've learned?
Honestly, in my opinion, and I think I brought this up with Chris recently, like everybody fights everybody nowadays. And
What do you mean by fights?
egos?
Okay, like shoot, like people
Like
get
it become
mad.
like wrestlers don't like each other, and in my opinion, I love wrestling.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, and don't take it too seriously. I think I heard
We
you
talked about that a
We're,
little.
in reality, we're a bunch of men wearing spandex, going
At the end
out
of the
and
day.
performing in front of people. Everybody love everybody, man. Like, come on.
Everybody
love everybody. I have a ring too.
Yeah, I'll admit, like I've been a victim of that, or not a victim of like a participator.
Yeah.
in that.
Yeah.
You've been.
I've been in that.
What?
And,
What's the most
I agree
recent
with-
one?
Yeah, very funny. And yeah,
Welcome back, buddy.
Once you get older, it's kind of like okay, yeah,
It's silly.
Yeah, it is silly.
It's super silly.
It is super.
Unless it involves money and it involves like
okay. If it
sponsors.
involves
If
your
it's like-
well-being
if it's
and your-
business-wise,
yes.
I
Pero
I
no,
get
If it gets
you.
a little personal and
But
your
at the end of the
well-being's
day-
on the line.
No, but at the end of the day, when it comes to the performance, man, like I mean, you have to trust the people that you're in the ring with.
Yeah.
If you came up with these people, like you guys share the same. You guys bled together. You guys
Yeah.
sweat together. You know.
Or all USA.
USA.
Oh yeah, the game's happening.
Sorry.
And now we do need a toast. I need a drizzing, and you need a
We're
drizzing.
all,
Let me see if we can get a drink.
A waiter.
Oh wait, track. We need a toast to wrap it up.
I need to start rapping.
Who's your most
Yeah, just,
recent beefs?
The number 13.
Who have you most recently
I don't-
disliked? That's
On number 13.
Yeah, number 13.
4.
Number 4.
What did I say to him? Like 4.
My recent beefs.
Call the law for 4.
The
So
4
this is a timeout. This is where we talk to potential sponsors and be like, if you guys want to,
But they don't want your money.
he doesn't want your money.
I'll take your money.
We want your money.
Give me your money.
If you guys want to advertise, if you guys want to sponsor the show,
Steve,
get a
we're
shout
all
out
paying
on
that money.
either the social media or on the podcast itself, just hit us up with a DM and we'll talk numbers. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
elite.
sell my soul.
I'm not very good at asking for money, but hey,
Give it to me.
Give me your money.
Give it to Felix.
Everybody love everybody.
Everybody love everybody. Elite.
Where's that from?
Semi-pro.
I watched it, man. There's a lot of movies that I've watched, but then like my attention gravitates elsewhere. So
Sorry,
I
it's not
miss
the
out on
Goonies.
those. Well, I'm sorry.
Sorry, it's not
The Goonies is like what inspired my entire career. I mean, the other day I was asking Gali how she feels about me making her sit through like these old movies, and she's like, they're kind of boring. I was like, oh, it broke my
Tell me
heart.
about it, man.
I was like, I get it.
It's
I
crazy
get
because
it.
you gotta pay attention more to the story, like that's beneath
All
it
right.
for a lot of those movies.
It's true.
I
It's-
recently watched all the Shrek movies with a lady friend, and she loved it, and I like her, so that works.
Only a friend.
As of right now, yeah.
She says she's just a friend.
I'm still DTF,
But the Shrek
baby.
movies are great.
Yeah. Oh, Shrek 2, baby.
Are
I
you
just
mad?
started recently watching SpongeBob.
Recently.
Hey, whoa.
No,
The show?
like rewatching it.
Okay, 'cause I was gonna say like
Uh,
that was even around
No,
when I was young.
recently rewatching it. Sorry. And oh my god, it's so good.
It's
Like,
hilarious.
It's so good. Like, no, but like I always knew it was funny, but rewatching it's like, no, this is good.
It
Like
makes sense,
the
bruh.
story is progressing. There's a beginning, middle, and end with
They know
jokes
what they're doing.
progressing the
So
story. It's
we
like, whoa.
should incorporate
SpongeBob into our wrestling?
Why not?
storylines,
Yeah, we could.
quotes.
Why not?
You feel it now, Mr.
I mean, I kind of did this
So
Sunday
now,
when
Mr. Sean?
I did the glasses bit. I did like a Clark Kent bit.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. I went on commentary
we do
for New
that.
Breed
That shit
as Peter
works.
Vargas.
Yeah, nobody knows it's me when I'm.
And
when I'm-
everyone's like, "That's Chris Austin." I was like, "No,
Peter
I have glasses on."
Fans come up
you
to
got,
me.
You got your Peters, you got your Julios, and you
Fans
got
comes
your
up to me and they're
Pauls.
like, "Hey, Felix." I'm like, "No, that guy doesn't
Who's
wear
Paul?
glasses."
I heard of a Paul.
Hi, my name is Paul.
Hi, I'm Paul.
Hi, I'm Paul.
Well, if you ever moved to Arizona,
Oh.
would you change your name to Downtown Phoenix?
Oh, I think they wanted to do what we had, like Rise of the Phoenix back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
we were waiting for my moment to make it Rise of the Felix. No, if we're gonna have an actual like not like legit fun matches, yeah, you versus JC would honestly be pretty fun.
We killed it in
Hey,
Rio
you
Grande
know
City,
what?
and he'll tell you about it.
Him versus not Taxico, Kike.
Yeah, no, I was about to say
Him and
Kike.
Kike.
I had fun
Oh,
with Kike.
God.
I had fun with Kike.
Oh,
See.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Him and Kike, I feel like
Felix,
the
this is
character.
Did you say
Oh,
score
what?
again?
Yours is dark.
Is that Hoopty, the one that Moon kept putting
Oh, shout out Hoopty.
Shout
I
out
should be wearing the
Hoopty and
Hoopty
shout
hat.
out Mooncat.
Those will sneak up on you.
So
Mooncat.
Mooncat brought hoop tees to my suegros when I did the private event.
oh yeah, they're good.
They were
They're
delicious. They
delicious.
taste just
Yeah,
like
like
Jasmine,
Twisted.
she used to work as a promoter.
yeah. Oh,
And-
for hoop tees?
Yeah, and like she would bring home like, I was like, that's bubbling, bro. Like, I was like a carbonated hoop
She's
tea.
like, this
They
is a
would
na-
never.
that's a
They would
nasty
never.
tasting
That's
hoop
the
tea.
pure
That's your
hoop
hoop
tea.
tea.
fucking Hoopty. Like, this is
Hey,
I was like,
unless
I was like,
unless they're sponsoring, we can't be talking so good about them.
You're right.
It's all right.
Hoop tea fucking sucks.
No, not.
Give me your money.
Oh yeah, Moon.
Oh, Mooncat fucking sucks. No, I'm joking.
Give me your money.
Give me your money.
Moon,
Oh, moon tea.
Moon tea. for
Moon
Mooncat.
tea.
So
That sounds dirty.
Felix, you've mentioned a couple names already, and we're surrounded by greatness
Nice.
at the moment now, aren't we?
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
Who are looking back at your career, dude? Like, if you can name one person, or it could be multiple. Chris Austin, I believe, mentioned multiple. I don't remember. It was the last week's episode. So long. Pero if you can, raise a glass.
Yeah.
To somebody, somebody in your wrestling past.
Okay.
Or present. Can't say future because we don't know.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Who would that be? Who would you raise a glass to? Someone you've learned from? Someone that you've grown with?
Yeah, for sure. I would like to include you in this.
thank you.
Bandana Joe, big inspiration of me as a
It's
character.
a small town, so a lot of these guys saw me, but
Yeah.
it's a small town. What can you do?
Yeah, no. Like you, Juicy is a big one,
Juicy.
and then Chris Austin,
Chris Austin.
and then for my trainers, of course, Shooter, and then I like people, Jim Justice.
Yeah.
Danny Chance for sure for
Mhm.
giving me opportunities, and then initially anybody that's ever allowed me an opportunity to work with them in their company as well, I would
Yeah.
appreciate giving them a shout out. Like Michigan, here in Edinburgh, Westaco, everywhere. So thank you to everybody.
Shout out to all those names. We raise our glasses. Toast. Salud.
I forgot
You know what?
Ramones.
Yeah.
I forgot Ramones.
I told you we talked about it.
We talked
We're gonna
about it
forget.
earlier.
I'm drunk and probably forgot someone
Yeah,
too.
I don't think-
Ramones. I forgot. Can I just get that
Yeah,
out of my
yeah,
chest
yeah.
real
So-
quick? I totally forgot it.
This is a
on,
PS.
on my own podcast. Shout out Juicy Ramones. I love you so much, brother. I've learned so much from you. You're amazing. You're an inspiration. You are the goal I achieve for, because he's I think one of the first Valley wrestlers like in our generation to get the PWI top 500.
Yeah.
Very
So,
humble too. He won't
that
take
is
any credit for it, but he's like
the guy.
He was-
that I aspire to be.
He was who I was always trying to catch up to.
Yeah.
I always wanted to.
in your generation too.
Yeah,
It's crazy,
dude. It's because we saw him go from being chunky, being this. He was Gravestone, and then he became the juicy one, and he was great at it. Then he got in great shape and started getting booked for these NWA opportunities, and I thought to myself, man, like I need to work as hard as Ramones is working. And so shout out to Ramones for really setting the bar high and really making us work. And every time we wrestle with him, such a perfectionist,
Yeah.
really hard on himself,
Yeah.
but quite possibly the best thing to ever
Felix
come out
talked
of the
about
Rio Grande
earlier
Valley.
about the ELE. That's Ramones to
Yeah.
a T. ELE.
And that was one of my biggest matches when I first started wrestling. I want to say, like 3 or 4 weeks in, they're like, "You're gonna wrestle Juicy," and I'm like, "Sink or swim, baby, let's go."
Ahí es donde aprendes a huevo. vato. That's where you're gonna
He was
learn.
like, "All right, what do you do?" And I'm like, "I don't know what I do."
I had been out of wrestling for a while, and when I was coming back from an injury, it was for TWL, and they had me against Juicy Ramones. I was so nervous. Like I knew he was going to take care of me, but at the same time, I knew he was going to push me and make me
for
work.
sure.
And luckily, like I trained for it, I prepared for it, and we had a killer of a match. But when we first started off, the tie-up and everything, we did our opening moments, and I had to get out of the ring. I was freaking dying, man. I was dying. I was like, this is what I got myself into. Went back in there, got my second win, and we killed it the rest of the match.
Yeah, we talk about it every now and then. When they see him in training, he'll come down for a little bit, do what he can, and he'll be like, "Hey, do you remember this?" And I'm like, I know I remember it. I'm surprised you do with
You're like, I'm nobody. What are you talking about?
He's like, "Yeah, we did this
With
and
as many
that."
matches as you had.
Yeah, man, you went all over the freaking country. Like, okay, cool, I'll take it.
Excellent guy. Great heart, big heart. Yes, so shout out to Ramones.
Yes, sir.
Big inspiration to all of us, continues to be, and we hope to see him in a ring very soon. I haven't gotten your hot take, man. Is there a hot take that you want to ask of, or?
I have a beer count. If on ladies, no, I'm done.
Hot take.
A hot
so
take
I
on
couldn't think of
something.
like myself, but I didn't think of one for Felix.
What is your opinion on? I think. Okay, let's see what you come up with. Let me see.
Huh. Let me see.
Now, do you know what a hot take is? Like,
Yeah, controversial.
controversial, something that maybe people
Actually, you know what?
disagree with. Or
Question I asked you a while back,
which one?
and I feel like this could really
Relate.
help relate to Felix because
Let's hear it out. Yeah.
Because the question I asked you this was because of what I was seeing. So Felix, if the fans like what they're watching in the ring, does bad wrestling matter?
That's a good one.
Okay, yes, because someone could get hurt. In that opinion.
Well, I'm not clearly. No, okay, so let me rephrase it. I don't mean
Okay.
like in terms of like someone's gonna get hurt. I just mean it's just sloppy.
Okay,
You
so
can look at this match and go this match.
It was a match from point A to point B. They
no
finished
injuries.
It, no
It
injuries.
just
It was
bad. But the
character-
crowd loves it because everyone likes the characters. Yes.
Yeah, characters
Very
were
Goldberg
there.
situation.
Character work.
But the wrestling was ass.
Very Goldberg situation. If you put Goldberg
All
in a
right.
20-minute match.
I have 2 points on this. So drunk me would love the characters.
You'd be cheering with
I'll
the
be
fans.
so social as a fan. But if I'm in the back watching this with the crew as a wrestler, we'll be talking so much smack on that.
Yeah.
And then we'll tell them when they come to the back, like, hey, this, and this. So I feel like either way, you got to go out there and put a good match. I don't care. If you're not going to training and you're going out there and putting slop, even though you're loved, it's not good.
What would you say is missing in the Rio Grande Valley indie scene?
Well, I would probably feel like it's on me too, and I recently started incorporating this in our training sessions. Is going to the gym is cool, but we learned this with you and with Naval. Wrestling workouts are different than gym workouts. because they're working out parts of your body that you don't really work out as much as you would in the gym. And if we could incorporate that more and get into the ring shape, I believe The Rock has mentioned it as well. This is a big point of what he's bringing up, where he's like, I could be in the best shape of my life, but if I don't go in there and get into wrestling shape, I am going to put on a horrible match. So we need more of that wrestling shape, not just like to look good. That would be a plus, but to be able to go and actually be able to pull off the moves and not be ass.
That's very interesting, yeah, because, I mean, a promoter will likely see the crowd reaction and think to themselves, like, this is making noise. This is going to put butts in seats. This is going to sell tickets. As a promoter, it makes it easier to pay the talent. It makes it easier to sell the show. However, it is important to know what you're doing. It is important to, like Austin said, not just be safe, but also like put something pull off the match and have something that is respectable, something that you can share with pride and say, I was a part of that. You know, there was a conversation I had with somebody years back, and I can say the name because I'm not talking shit. This was an actual conversation. Me and Xander. Xander Daniels.
The entertainer?
I'm an entertainer.
Xander Daniels, friend of mine.
We could say as now?
He
love that guy.
There was a time when we were really drilling the whole go to training thing, and he would tell me, like, hey, if I can do the things that I know how to do and that's what I'm sticking to, like, what's the big deal? Like, we're going to have a good match regardless. My thing was, if we go out there and what I want to do doesn't happen, or if it doesn't come out the way I want it to or the way I know it could, that would suck. Not only for the fans, but for me. The potential of a scout, even though that's really silly when you think about it sometimes, like for a scout to be randomly out there. But to me, that was always my fear, that a scout would randomly show up without telling anybody and see my match and not be happy with it, and I miss out on an opportunity. Someone else takes it. There was nothing that would have sat well with me worse than they came and they didn't pick you. That would have eaten me alive.
Yeah.
And I got mad with Xander, and he and I we kind of like raised our voices, but we ended the conversation on good terms, and we're still friends to this day. I haven't seen him in a while though, but that's just because we've been really busy. But hopefully I do get to see him sometime.
But you know what's crazy? That fear should be even heightened now and today, because now we have so much media that like all our stuff is
100%.
online and everyone's posting their stuff online. And a lot of the time people post stuff that's not that good.
I see what you mean.
But like, yeah, like that's a good fear to have. I feel like that's an unbelievable fear. Like, you don't know. Maybe
you
there
don't
could
know.
be. Yeah, you don't know.
To me, it
Any
was
given night, really.
In my head, I had convinced myself that someday a scout will see me, and that's how I would get out. Because I was traveling in the valley. I was traveling. In Texas. I was traveling in Texas. I would cross the border, but just be on the border just once. Pete Payne and I went over to Monterrey. Just once. But other than that, the majority of the wrestling I did was in Texas. So I wasn't really expanding very far. So to me, it's like, unless somebody comes to see what I do, they're not going to see me. Yeah. The social media wasn't as big as what it is now. It eventually got there. But yeah, that was... How did we get to this?
I don't know.
What was the combo?
Hot take.
The hot take about being good at wrestling, even though the crowd likes you.
Yeah. So you think that both are good, but
hand in hand?
And then I think you asked the question of brujas, of what we're lacking in the valley, and I think
in the valley.
In wrestling workouts.
Okay.
Like
Drills.
Wrestling shape, basically in a nutshell. Being in wrestling shape.
Plus, I mean, the ring's there. Danny Chance has made it known.
Yeah.
New breed school of wrestling.
We know the basics. Now let's work on making the basics look good and expanding upon them. And that's pretty much it.
Felix, thank you for joining us on the pod.
Cheers.
And thank you, Chris Austin, for jumping in a week later after your episode.
It was
about a week ago.
So, guys, this is going to be the new format for Lucha por Lucha.
Yeah.
And hopefully we continue. Well, not necessarily. What I was telling Austin, I mean, maybe.
Nice.
I was telling Austin that I'd like to visit different locations and see if we can not just put over the talent.
We should do it at AEW.
Why not? I mean, we got to put you in there with Brody King, and let's have a conversation con El Clone and maybe even Don Callis. You know what? Don Callis, I got a story about Don Callis, man.
Oh,
It was
no.
pay-per-view. It was Forbidden Door, and I couldn't find my damn coat. We have a traveling closet, and I left my coat there so that way pay-per-views I don't have to travel with it. I'm not on air. I'm not on TV for Dynamites or Collision or Ring of Honors, so I don't use it then. But it does take up space. Apparently, Don Callis decided that he needed more fucking space for his shoes. Got a bunch of shit, stuff that belonged to the Big Show, stuff that belonged to JR, stuff that belonged to me.
Oh,
and
so
I'm
it
there
just
every
wasn't you,
week.
it was
It wasn't
everyone.
just me. It was
Okay.
everybody's stuff. Put it in boxes and hid it in one of the, not hid it, but put it away. Had somebody put it away in one of the 18-wheelers. So I was going crazy. I was like, where the fuck's my coat? Like, I can't find it. I'm going to have to buy a new one. Like, it's pay-per-view day. What the fuck? I was confident that I would find it. And I was supposed to give him a piece of my mind, but I couldn't. I didn't see him.
words.
I didn't see him. And
I will say, if it was just you, that would make him sound like a big
True,
dick.
that
But
would
like,
be-
since it was you, Big Show, and like other
It was
people,
others. It was
It was
others.
kind of felt like it was just
That's
like
true.
it was just specifically. Oh, he's a Spanish announcer. I don't care.
Shivani told me, you better give. I know you're a nice guy, but you better give him a piece of your mind.
I will say,
I was like, if I see him,
seeing
like-
Don Callis backstage really inspired me though. Like,
Yeah?
the way he was like practicing for his promo, like he was giving it in front of the crowd already. I was
gets
like,
in the zone.
I need to do that. I need to do that more. I
He
feel like
gets
that's what
in
I'm
the zone.
lacking.
He's
locks
one of
in.
those.
He locks
He's
in.
one of those old school cats, man. He came up in the old school business, and when Kenny Omega was coming in, Don was already a vet, and
Nice.
that's how he took Kenny under his wing. Kenny, I think it was Kenny's uncle that was familiar with Callis, so they became familiar with each other.
Cool.
I thought they were like filming already. That's how like
Good
believable
was.
it was. I turned around, I was like, oh, I don't want to get in the way, and he's just there like with a notepad. I was like, oh, this guy, this
That's
guy's
why.
serious.
That's why he can go out there
Yeah.
and cut
Just
these
do it.
live
That's
promos.
why he's Don
and-
Callis.
Just do it. And fun fact, I think I heard that this one guy, Bandito, is actually Kike Caballero. Is that
Listen, I've only seen in pictures, but some people say it's AI. I've only seen in pictures both Kike and Bandido in the same room,
Yeah,
so I
I
cannot
don't
confirm or
believe it.
deny that they are the same or not.
I can confirm.
You keep on you hold on to your secrets.
Bueno, nos vemos, vato.
Bronco. Hua.
Is it?
Oh, wait,
I didn't know that.
Hold on. You know what?
It came out of nowhere.
You didn't
I
hear
was like,
anything. Forget all of this. Well, you got me drunk, bro.
we can cut this out. We can cut this out. We can. So okay.